I could do it all, bro. I got so much things in my arsenal to where I could do everything that I need to do.
He keeps talking. I don't know why my reaction is the one that gets publicised.
Yeah.
He was the one talking,
he wants a
not
rehydration
me.
clause.
But, yeah, well, he can. You know what? I'm gonna keep it PG today, but he can go himself.
You've got Conor Benn, who's still yet to win a belt of note, so we don't really know how good he is, and he's beat a weight drained, whatever it was, Chris Eubank over the hill. At the end of it, fair play to him, but don't be jumping in the ring and disrespecting Shakur Steve.
Shakur Stevenson unleashes on Conor Benn on live like a fighter, laying down real consequences. Fresh off beating Teofimo Lopez, Shakur didn't celebrate, he warned. On camera, he embarrassed Conor, questioned his level, and made it clear this wouldn't be skills for show. He promised pressure, pain, and punishment, saying Ben would be broken mentally before the fight even gets signed.
Next maybe Ben, next maybe Devin, all of these guys, you just gotta beat them, and when I beat them, then y'all will know like who's the best fighter that's
Shakur Stevenson delivers his message with calm authority while addressing Conor Benn live. He openly states that their styles clash, but quickly makes it clear that skill alone won't decide this fight. Shakur emphasizes focus, discipline, and mental readiness on fight night, suggesting that the boxer willing to go the extra mile will prevail. It's a composed statement, yet one that subtly warns Ben about the level he would be facing.
Honestly, I think that we both bad styles for each other. My style is bad for him, his style is bad for me. I don't think that even matters. I think it just matters who comes in on a A-game come fight night, and who is focused, who is willing to do whatever it takes to win a fight, and that's who's going to win.
Conor Benn tries to push back against Shakur Stevenson, but it comes off more defensive than threatening. He claims he's being misrepresented while Shakur talks, yet the confidence gap is clear. Benn throws out money and rehydration clauses like a bargaining chip, but it feels like flimsy bravado against a fighter who just humiliated Teofimo Lopez. The reality is clear. Talking won't save him. Shakur has already set the terms, and Benn looks like he's reacting, not controlling the narrative.
And if he wants a rehydration clause, pay me 20 million, I might consider it.
Yeah.
20 million, that's the number. But I'll happily give him a beating for free as well. So it's like a bit of a, I'll do it for free, but then also, yeah, if you want a rehydration clause, do it for 20 mil.
Carl Froch breaks down the matchup, pointing out that Conor Benn is being written off even before stepping into the ring with Shakur Stevenson. Benn has had notable wins, including Chris Algieri, and 2 big bouts with Chris Eubank Jr., but he lacks experience at the elite world title level. Froch emphasizes that Benn is still learning, and against a polished, high IQ fighter like Shakur, the odds are stacked. This sets the stage for a clear contrast between experience, skill, and readiness.
I think Shakur called in Conor Benn into the ring. Now, I've seen in the comments this morning about Conor Benn potentially taking on Shakur Stevenson, and he's just getting totally written off. Nobody's giving Conor Benn a chance at all, and you can see why. Conor Benn is still learning on the job. He's never fought for an English, British, Commonwealth, European title. He's never fought for a world title. He's got a good win against Chris Algieri. He's obviously had them 2 mega fights with Chris Eubank Jr., but he's not ready for them kind of opponents, in my opinion.
Duke McKenzie makes it clear that while Conor Benn draws attention because of his name and family legacy, that visibility won't protect him in the ring. He points out that Benn's aggressive, come-forward style actually plays perfectly into Shakur Stevenson's hands. Shakur thrives against fighters who rush in, and stylistically, Benn is walking straight into a trap. This isn't about hype or eyes on the sport, it's about a mismatch that Shakur is tailor-made to dominate.
So, from a business perspective, it's a good fight because, for whatever the reason, Ben brings a lot of eyes to the sport of boxing, right? His dad was he's his father's son. So there's an attraction in the Ben name. So he brings a lot of eyes to the prize of boxing. So, if he fights Shakur Stevenson, it's not going to end well for him. Styles make fights, and Shakur Stevenson's fight stylistically is tailor-made to be an aggressive fighter like Conor Benn, who likes to come forward. He's tailor-made for Shakur Stevenson.
Pain game hits straight to the point. Conor Benn might pack more power, but that's where his advantage ends. He warns that any fighter thinking they can challenge Shakur Stevenson should think again, because Shakur is precise, smart, and relentless. While Ben's strength gets talked up, Pain Game makes it clear that most fighters would rather avoid him entirely. This isn't hype, it's a reality check. Stepping into the ring with Shakur is asking for trouble.
You could argue Conor Benn is going to hit harder than Shakur Stevenson. I think that stands to reason, he does. So maybe, and I'm just, before people think that this is what I think is going to be the reason for why Conor Benn wins the fight, just calm down in the comments before you fucking get on my case. But I'm just trying to, like, go there and think, what are you saying? Because right now, most fighters should be saying, I'm gonna stay the fuck away from.
Claressa Shields doesn't mince words. Anyone stepping into the ring with Shakur Stevenson is walking into certain defeat. She emphasizes that Shakur dominates opponents with skill and strategy, making it clear that even a fighter like Conor Benn would struggle. Shields' live commentary mixes excitement and authority, warning fans that cheering won't change the outcome. Shakur controls the ring, and anyone facing him is in for a night they won't forget.
Asking what would happen if Conor Benn was in the ring with Shakur Stevenson tonight.
Anybody fighting against Shakur Stevenson is losing, especially if I'm in the house, because I'm cheering and booing him all night. And I'm giving great advice. Great advice. Everybody can hear me.
Danny Jacob makes it clear that a true champion doesn't pick easy fights. He faces everyone in his path. He emphasizes that Shakur Stevenson is the best currently, and that fans want him to take on all challengers to prove it. This isn't about ego, it's about legacy. Every opponent Conor Benn or anyone else brings is a test of skill, focus, and mentality. Jacob's point highlights that Shakur isn't running from tough fights, he thrives on them. For fans, this sets the stage for a showdown where only the mentally and physically prepared survive.
A champion doesn't have to fight one person over the next, but as long as he can get them all in, that's what we want. We want him to fight the best. He is the best currently, and so we want him to fight all of the rest of the challenges. And so
Andre Ward points out that while Conor Benn is always dangerous and brings energy, the skill gap is massive. Benn can rush and punch, but against Shakur Stevenson, Ward warns it won't be enough. He stresses that Shakur's experience, technique, and ring IQ make him a completely different class of fighter. Respect for Benn exists, but Ward highlights the inevitable. This isn't about size or aggression, it's about precision, timing, and adaptability. Shakur controls the pace, forces mistakes, and exploits weaknesses, making this matchup one-sided despite Benn's toughness.
Do you like that fight for
Absolutely,
Shakur?
yeah.
How do you think that one goes?
Conor's always dangerous. He's gonna come forward, but man, it's gonna look a lot like that. And there's no disrespect to Conor Benn. You know, I respect what he does and how he does it, but the skill set, bro, is different.
Eddie Hearn highlights that this is a tough fight for Shakur Stevenson because Conor Benn has size and power advantages. However, Hearn stresses that Shakur's skill, speed, and ring IQ neutralize most threats. He points out that even at higher weights, Shakur dominates, as seen against Teofimo Lopez. Hearn emphasizes that for Benn to win, everything would need to align perfectly: size, power, and opportunity, while Shakur remains calm, precise, and technically superior. This sets the narrative that Benn is tough but outclassed on a strategic and skill level.
Well, I think that's the only way Shakur's going to get beat. Like, you know, on a level playing field, it's very difficult for Shakur to get beaten by anybody, because a level playing field probably for him is 135. I actually thought he looked quite powerful at 140. I actually thought he could have stopped Teofimo Lopez if he would have maybe put his foot on the gas. Didn't need to, but I thought his punches looked solid in there tonight. I thought he looked like he had the heavier hands.
Conor Benn tries to respond to Shakur Stevenson's call-out, but his words come off defensive and reactive. He claims he isn't scared, yet immediately brings up size as a potential limitation, showing the gap in confidence. Benn's argument about logistics and how the fight would happen highlights that he's thinking more about excuses than solutions. Meanwhile, Shakur has already proven he can dominate at multiple weight classes, humiliate top opponents, and control the narrative. This exchange underscores the reality. Conor can talk bravado, but stepping into the ring with Shakur means facing a fighter who doesn't negotiate, intimidates naturally, and thrives on punishing overconfident challengers. Ben's posturing is transparent, and Shakur's prior performances make it clear who truly holds the upper hand.
Are you willing to agree to that rehydration clause?
Fuck that. Like,
No?
He ain't making excuses already. If you want to come up with the big boys, come up with the big boys.
So how does the fight happen? Because he's too small otherwise.
Well, then ask that to him. But don't be talking shit in the ring and then want to come up with something.
In this heated exchange, Shakur Stevenson completely takes over the conversation with Conor Benn. Ben attempts to set conditions, talk about fighting at 147, and imply he has a strategy, but Shakur immediately dismantles it. He calls out every excuse, highlights Ben's weaknesses, and even mixes in psychological jabs about IQ, skill, and appearance. Shakur's ability to control both the physical and mental narrative is on full display. Ben is scrambling to keep up, trying to justify himself. But Shakur's dominance shines through. He sets the rules, dictates the terms, and makes it clear that the fight isn't about negotiation. It's about skill, readiness, and relentless focus. The live exchange shows that Shakur doesn't just beat opponents in the ring, he breaks them mentally before the first punch is thrown.
Stevenson, Conor Benn.
Well, I mean, it's a one-sided fight, isn't it?
So what's the point?
But it's
because it brings.
So boxing. This is where we're going. We're going to a misfits era of boxing.
We're going into business talk here.
We're going into a misfits area where people can just jump up weights, fight someone, and come back down for the sake of money. Yet there's a kid who's never won nothing at no weight division getting involved on money, and this is where boxing's half struggling at the moment because we can just jump up and go.
Here, Shakur Stevenson elevates the live tension to a personal battlefield. When Ben calls himself a fighter and says he'll box your head off, Shakur matches the energy while asserting clear superiority. He frames the fight not as a debate, but as a warning. He will dominate, toss Ben around like a rag doll, and show that skill and precision far outweigh mere aggression. Shakur combines bravado with authority, ensuring that everyone watching knows he's serious. This isn't playful banter, it's a real psychological and physical threat. By directly challenging Ben at 147, emphasizing control, and threatening punishment, Shakur establishes that stepping into the ring means facing someone who will exploit every weakness. Ben may like to talk, but Shakur sets the terms, dictates the tempo, and owns the narrative before the fight even begins.
I'll fight you at 147. No. I don't hear no excuses. I don't hear no excuses.
After I beat you, just tell me I'm great.
But you ain't great. Right, listen, you know what?
No, after I beat you.
I'm not gonna chat shit. I'm not gonna chat shit. I
I
watched the fight. Your IQ's phenomenal.
Appreciate you.
Phenomenal.
Appreciate you.
You're not that good. You know that.
Shakur Stevenson continues his aggressive live call-out, directly addressing Conor Benn with a mix of threat and confidence. Fresh off defeating Teofimo Lopez, Shakur emphasizes size, skill, and dominance, repeatedly highlighting that Ben is too small and his power won't matter. He sets conditions for the fight, demands the rehydration clause, and asserts that he will rough Ben up, control him, and dominate physically. The commentary shows Shakur isn't just confident, he's methodical, breaking down why Ben cannot keep up. His words are both psychological warfare and a preview of the ring strategy. By controlling the narrative, Shakur turns Ben's bravado into a liability, making it clear that stepping into the ring with him is not negotiation, it's about surviving a masterclass in skill, speed, and tactical aggression.
I'm a fighter.
Come in and fight me, and I'm going to box your head off.
You do that, and I'll come there and take your head off.
And I'm going to box your head off.
Do your best.
147. Let's make the fight happen.
Not even joking. 147. I like him, but I will throw him around like a ragdoll in there.
Throw me around?
Shakur Stevenson continues his aggressive live call-out, directly addressing Conor Benn with a mix of threat and confidence. Fresh off defeating Teofimo Lopez, Shakur emphasizes size, skill, and dominance, repeatedly highlighting that Ben is too small and his power won't matter. He sets conditions for the fight, demands the rehydration clause, and asserts that he will rough Ben up, control him, and dominate physically. The commentary shows Shakur isn't just confident, he's methodical, breaking down why Ben cannot keep up. His words are both psychological warfare and a preview of the ring strategy. By controlling the narrative, Shakur turns Ben's bravado into a liability, making it clear that stepping into the ring with him is not negotiation, it's about surviving a masterclass in skill, speed, and tactical aggression.
Eddie,
We can do it next.
I want him.
Eddie, let's do it.
He's
No, we can
food.
do it next.
He's food.
No, we can do it
He's
next.
food.
We can do it,
I
mate.
got him.
Food.
Okay,
Bro,
food.
come up to welterweight with a big. Come up to welterweight with a big dog. Come up to welterweight with a big dog.
You fool.
You small guy. You're a little man.
After watching all these exchanges and call-outs, it's clear who controls the narrative: Shakur Stevenson. He's not just talking, he's setting the rules, breaking down his opponents mentally, and showing that in the ring, he's ruthless, precise, and unstoppable. Conor Benn can bring energy, size, or bravado, but against Shakur's skill, speed, and IQ, it won't be enough. Every word, every threat, every call-out builds the case that this fight is more than hype, it's a statement. Fans know that Shakur thrives on these challenges and will dominate whoever steps up. So now we want to hear from you. Are you backing Shakur to make a statement and finish Benn? Or do you think Benn can pull off the impossible? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.